All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Oh, sure, right. I'll do that. Um,
Jumpy.
oh, no, it's nothing.
Are you calling me?
I'm going then.
Why don't you call me by my real name then?
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
Say it under your breath? What the? Be careful.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
He wants the J, as in Junpei. Where is this crazy girl? She don't want away. Cutscenes. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. What? But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. Yeah. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp and her skin smooth and pale as always. Oh, that's dead. It was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank. All his thoughts were replaced with endless, hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing from those magnificent breasts. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. Damn, this is dark. The weapon had been a knife, then. Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once? She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside of the wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Yeah, boy. Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have a number 8 bracelet. If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Man, fuck if I remember. Who was that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. Sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. Oh, man. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain. There was heat. Extreme heat as well. It felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. What little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. As he did, the knife dug itself deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed into the floor, a puppet with his strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions. Not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Hello? Oh, come on now. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind. His consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Okay. Bad end. What do you call the other one where everybody freaking died? Cut and run. Ow. You flipping kidding me? Yes. So I got the submarine ending where everybody dies. And what choice did I guess was I don't know what this means. Locked. Unlocked. The hell? Locked. So I couldn't even go down this path? And then well, it looks like I escaped here. Wow, we are off to a horrible start. What is this? No one behind. Don't get a choice.
Look, it's 7.
We've got him.
Clover is gone.
What? What do you
So
mean?
I did something wrong.
Why?
I made
You
some
two
sort
went
of
into
bad
door one.
choice
Yeah,
or
we
something.
went
I
through
don't
the
know.
door.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
Stop.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
Game starts over again. Alright, anyway. Go to the flow. What do we do wrong? What do we do wrong? So, I can take this... I can get 3 of these endings right now. If I go back here... What is this? This is the 6 door, 2 door. So that means I only have one other option, which is the 1 door. Alright, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the
Yeah, we did this already. Alright, I'm going to choose the 1 door, and
Alright.
that's going to be another puzzle.
The first one says...
So if you try and stay with June, you die. Try and stay with June, you die. I don't
Ace
know.
requests door...
Yes, I do.
I have to do an
Would you like
analysis
me
of
to
this at some
explain
point. I mean, read up on one.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants one.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But,
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
I just love that argument.
Oh,
Every time.
not good.
Let go! Let go!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
Oops. That's the door on the A deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested...
We did that one. Let's do the last puzzle.
Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through... My choice is door 1.
Oh, Laser! What's up, man? Evening. You missed... I got the bad ending where some asshole shoved me in the back. And I saw who it was, and I had no reaction, and it didn't show me who it was. It was literally called Bad End.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
Me?
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
You asked if what is cheating? Cheating? Oh god,
Let me
I can't
see
even
that. Sure, here.
do it. Yeah. I'm playing down a third path, and we're seeing how this goes. I rolled it back here. If I show you the flow. You got the flow. You feel it. Yeah, I got the absolute shit ending, and this side was locked, so I couldn't even do that. This was... The submarine ending is also a bad ending, but this literally says bad ending. Bad end knife. I could do... What does this say? End submarine. So it's like... This one was the sadistic, he wanted everyone to die ending. This one is, I chose poorly, apparently. I'm locked, so now I'm about to go through this way. So. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he'd been hiding in his pocket. Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready.
For doors 1, 2, and
I put
6.
the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
What are you up to tonight, dude? I haven't been in a very multiplayer mood lately. It's kind of bad. Dark Souls really took me. It still is. I'd be playing it right now, but I'm like, I thought I should use a break from it. Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on Clover. Oh, that's right, man. Are you healing up all right?
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's
Someone's
not
gonna be
good.
disappointed.
We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Aww.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 is 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. That's good. Nobody goes to the submarine, so we don't get the crazy Oxy? Yeah, no. What, OxyContin? Apparently I had a complication which affects 7%. Ooh. Wow. Dude, that sucks.
Sure thing.
That really sucks.
I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age.
Oh my god. He will not stop.
Right, June?
Well, I
Her hands are so tiny. I mean, oh, I just had a horrible 0.7? Oh my god. The medical journals advise his doctors to wing it. Oh my god. Are you gonna be okay, or it's... Went to the Museum of Natural History today. Oh, traffic going there, crazy traffic going back. Some dude's Honda Accord, I don't know if it hit a pothole or something. The front wheel went like... I don't know if I... How do I... This is the front of the... This is the... Here's the front of the car, going this way. Front wheel went sideways. Like, it turned 90 degrees, while the other wheel stayed straight. And that was the FDR drive. And it took us like 2 hours to get home. You'll be fine, but recovery will take twice as long. Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I would suggest going to the museum again, though. Steering rod said bye-bye. I guess, yeah. I mean, look. The funny thing is, it's like I saw the hole, and then I saw the Honda in front. And like I was like, oh, it was actually the car the same year as the car I used to have. Oh, sorry, I used to have a 95. No, sorry that your recovery is going to take twice as long. Of course, I'm happy that you're living. That's silly. If you get a chance, go to the museum, man. They have a new underwater exhibit that was pretty cool. Yeah, well, it was good for the kids, but they have some sort of the Dark Universe where they talk about it's a movie for the origin of the universe. I didn't get to do it, but it was narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson. I was like, I wanted to do it, and we thought about doing it, but I'm like, the kids might not sit through that, so we ended up doing the undersea thing. Oh, and they have the Titanosaur now. Motherfucker is bigger than the room they put it in. That's how big this thing... I have a picture. I tried to do a panoramic, and it's like... It took 4 photos to get, like, from tail tip in the corner to the head, which extended into the next room. Yeah, no, it's like that is now the biggest land animal that they've ever found. Ever. And it's something like 120 feet long. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I watched that thing. I was like, they set it up perfectly. If you're walking down the hall, well, we actually did it backwards and we got like the slow reveal. But either way, otherwise you're walking through the hallway and there's just a head sticking out of the hallway, and then you go in and this gigantic, man. I got to show pictures of it. But we were like, whoa! Like the T-Rex is probably no longer the highlight there. It was still the most vicious one, but the Titanosaur, holy shit, that thing's huge. It's bigger than the freaking blue whale, so I don't know if that's going to change the records or what. Anyway. Right, I was playing the game. Well, June was at a loss for words. Lotus was not.
Pig. You just wait and see.
Oh shit. 7's dead! Her eyes were on the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass.
Watch out. I don't know. No, I found her dead. She was the first person I found dead, and that bad ending, I'm like, oh no, someone's dead. So, could it be Seven? Seven hated her. That's the thing. This game is like this game is like a Ripper, where it's like the criminal, the culprit changes depending on what you choose.
They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
June is sad because she can't have the J.
Jumpy.
Bitch, call me by my real name. Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much, mostly because June was a needy, annoying person.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
Yeah, except I got stabbed while I was staring at her corpse. So that'd be pretty impressive. In the back, while I was like looking at her corpse up front. So I don't think it was her. Don't make that face. It'll be like Seven said. We'll see each other again. Except this is where people start dying.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9.
Oh, that's right. I did find door 9. That was the submarine ending. No, I found door 9. We found door 9 in the... Oh. So I need to unlock something else. I think we're going to be in trouble here.
We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again.
By the way, can you hear the game audio okay and myself over the game audio? Hopefully you're not hearing the blast of the fan here. It is hot, man. Tomorrow's going to be like high 60s. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9.
It's door 9.
That's how the nonary game works.
Nonary. Seven's words took a weight off Junpei's shoulders, and he felt much better.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
Yes, June. I will see you with your incredibly small hands that'll make anything look big. Soon.
All right. See you later.
Audio's ack. Very nice. Lingering uneasy remained. What? Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate ways. Shouldn't it be unease? Went their separate directions without much trouble. ... Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed toward the A deck.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
You mean correct? Don't worry, Clover. We'll find your dead brother. I mean, wait, did she find out that her brother was dead yet? I think she did.
That should be it, yes.
She's got Deadpool baby hands, yes. They're like freakishly small. Oh.
And here we go.
I'm sticking with Richard Epcar. Bato's gonna get us out of this. It opened and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
Big number 1. What's it? A number 1? King of New York? At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon it. Oh my god, that is like the best. You remember the end of Escape from New York? With the Duke? Right, the Duke of New York? How like the president just lost his shit at the end? Oh my god.
A numbered door.
Yes, bolted to the wall was the red. Let's do
I'll
this.
go for it.
I'm skipping through like non-essential dialogue because, god, this is the third ending we're going for here. Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner
Now the
panel.
two of you, if you would.
Yes, Junpei was next. Yeah. Lover. Lover. Finally, yeah, he's dead. You lean toward the scanner panel. Okay. Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. Dude, do you remember Warrior of the Lost World? He's the bad guy in that game, in that movie. Oh, it was hysterical though. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever.
Now,
Just pull the damn... Dude, this game would be like
are you ready?
a half an hour
Shall I
shorter.
pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Pull the lever. Clover said nothing. Clover doesn't give a crap. She nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well then. 3.
Didn't she find, like, most of her brother in the
1.
shower? The other... Film depths, yeah. No, I just remember the Mystery Science...
Move it!
I remember the Mystery Science Theater treatment of it, which was hysterical. Hey, aren't you the guy from the paper chase? They stumbled into the room.
Where is it?
Oh, I have never seen this room. Oh, this is gonna be new for me. Nice. Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Over there! Next to the door they come through was the dead. Why is the dead white? As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it. I guess, yeah, listless, but she still don't want to die. You can't watch MS... Oh, yeah, no, I can imagine. Alright. What, someone punch her in the nads?
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
Man, this is the third time I heard you say this.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
He says that this is the branching path, and they've said this every single time.
I agree.
I think Ace has been with me in every single situation. Maybe not the third one.
Now then.
Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
There's another door. Let's try opening it.
Alright. Took hold the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
So,
No, I've seen this
this
before.
is the wheelhouse?
Yeah. He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay, I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Clover is going to be useless. See it now. Seek a way out. Alright, we are in the chart room. Maps. Stack of nautical charts. Nothing left in the drawer. Is it? Close it. I guess this is probably for reading maps or something. Yeah, they probably spread the map out here and there to decide the route. Lamp? A light. Looks kind of like a wilted flower. Chair? Chair. Chair. Clover isn't talking much. Well, I guess it's understandable. I mean, she's been through a lot. Really, it's more surprising that she's still together enough to talk at all. Well, life or death situation, I'll do that to you. World map with the Atlantic Ocean in its center. There are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines. And each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New material has been added. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Alright, I've got these nautical charts, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I need to spend any more time with this. Go to the... Alright, let's go to item. New. File. New, no. Local table. Full half. Alright, it shows directions of south, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There was a word next to each point on the map. Full half slow, full half dead, stop. That's what it says. Okay, I think that's where we're going to need to go to the wheelhouse. Look at this. A quality timepiece. Voice, he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
My God, he's gonna become... It's like one of those Gallifreyan watches. He's gonna turn into a Time Lord. He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Ace? Ace, are you hiding something?
Well, not a problem, but... That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone. There's something I want to ask her. And I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's any... I'm a little desperate to send him back. Quick. He has to leave.
Ace opened his mouth and took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
He looked Junpei over, then glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Jeez. Junpei let out a sigh and brushed a few drops of sweat from his forehead. He turned and found himself looking straight into Clover's eyes. Clover. He'd heard what Ace had said. He regarded Junpei with caution.
What was that about?
He was clearly suspicious, and with good reason.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Junpei's eyes widened, and he held up his hands in a gesture of innocence. Oh, you already lost.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Already lost.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Clover bit her lip. She stared down at the floor for several long moments, and when she spoke, it was barely audible.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right?
Yes, I understand.
I keep thinking about my brother.
Everywhere.
I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
What if... No, he was pretty dead, right? I mean, I guess they could have faked it, but they probably checked the body over. This game makes you paranoid.
I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So...
Shoulders were shaking. Drops of blood had sprung up on her lips where she was biting them. Good God. She wiped it off, then looked up at Junpei, her eyes fierce and angry.
Junpei, who do you think did it?
Oh, don't ask me. Her voice was cold and scarcely above a whisper. Junpei gulped.
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake?
Snake is 2, because it looks like a snake. 2 plus... anything that would give us a 13. Anything that would give us a 13. So I'm going to assume, not myself, I'm 5. I'm going to assume not her, she's 4. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 9 is Lotus. Santa and Lotus could have done it. No, not Santa and Lotus. Santa is 3. Right, I'm 5. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this in my head. I'm 5, so it could be Santa and Lotus. Because 3 plus 2 is 5, and 8 is 13. Oh, no. I need 12. Oh, that's right. So it can't be Santa. Lotus and 7. That's one option. So I need anything that'll lead me up to 10. So Lotus and 7, 4 plus 6. Or... Oh, Santa and 7, excuse me. Santa and 7. Really it, right? Or Clover and June did it, and she's lying. Those are the only two options.
Well, really, who and who, or who and
Oh, there's a third option.
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Why? I did not assume it was 4. Because it would have to be Ace. Ace? Oh, fudge. Okay, so it would have to be Ace, Santa, that's 4. Well, Ace, Santa, Clover, and myself. Which makes no sense, because I know I'm not the killer.
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Good. Junpei crossed his arms in thought. Snake's bracelet's number was 2. Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Which 2 bracelet number added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Would it be... It would be... Santa's 3 and 7. So 7 and 3 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. 2 plus 1 is 3.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
Mind fuck.
What's wrong?
Whoa, what's that?
It's Bacon!
Zinulance, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bacon Bunch. Enjoy your stay. Hopefully I said your name right. Clover looked at Junpei and he looked back at her. I'm gonna refresh my chat. Hang on a second, because if you did say something, I didn't see it. I did see the follow, but Slobs is still in beta and
Well,
it does bad things.
About it, and
He told her his conclusions.
That's what I thought.
All right, so she got a brain too. He looked less surprised than he'd expected. Oh, that emote makes me sad now. But yeah. Oh, welcome. He looked less surprised than he'd expected.
Santa and 7.
I mean, why though? I mean, 7. Okay, 7 definitely had a link to the previous experiment nine years ago. We must carry on. Indeed.
If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Well, where it's not us. Because you could also do yourself and Lotus. No, yourself and June could have done it.
hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3.
Have you played this one?
together.
Have you played this one before, Zin?
There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
You're not gonna like this. He didn't have an answer. He was ready to admit defeat when Clover
Are you
spoke.
saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Clover put her hand out expectantly.
Yeah, here.
Junpei pulled out his pen and pad of paper and handed them to her. No. She opened the notebook and wrote down several simple addition problems. Eventually, she had 8, which provided a digital root of 3. 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 6. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, man. So that's Ace? Wow. That's bad. I forgot about the 21s. 1, 4, 5. Okay, so that means me and Clover and Ace did it, which doesn't make any sense. 2 plus... Alright, 2 plus 4. We're just gonna let it go. Oh, Spoon, welcome. No, no, no. Wrong person. Also, I think she's underage. 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8, so that's... I mean, Clover wouldn't do it. Clover, 7, and Lotus. You know, myself, June, and Lotus. 1, 3, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So we see we got all these different combinations. Most of these, I'd have to rule out anything with a 4 or 5, because I doubt it's her and I doubt it's me, so...
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people.
Timing.
These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
Did you kill my brother?
I can trust you, right?
You can trust me as far as you can throw me, lady.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
Of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
Dude, you're assuming. You're awful at maths. Don't you work in a technical field, though? Oh.
A and E.
So... they're all in on it, except for us. Or it's... Ace? Wait a second. Oh, that was the added one. Okay, so Ace, Santa, and June. He's gonna say... Man.
Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Dude, you haven't seen her since elementary school. Bitch could have gone crazy.
Are you sure?
Exactly. Are you sure, Junpei? She's been throwing a lot of innuendo your way, probably throwing you off the
I
scent.
bet my life on it.
Oh, poor choice of words.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
So either Santa and 7 or Santa 7, Ace, and Lotus, which is
Do
pretty
you
much
know what
everybody
this
else.
means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
We got this thing called calculators now. All right.
Do you think that's likely?
Oh man, I gotta see. You know what's funny? It's been what 20 years. They still have TI-80, TI-84, TI-82. It's like they still sell them. Like that's still like the standard. They haven't really advanced all that much. I haven't taken calculus in yeah, close to 20 years now.
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious.
Oh yeah, they've got like the craziest monopoly. I mean, you don't technically you don't need it, but I think a lot of the times they do their problems based on the calculations from that calculator. So if you use something different, you're gonna get the wrong answer. It's almost like you have to use them. It's really kind of creepy the monopoly they have on it. But I don't know. Oh, all right. Never mind then. Sociology, yeah.
I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us.
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them.
Ew.
But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
No, yeah, a lot of people do, dude. I have an engineering background, but that was like those who can't engineer IT. I don't know. Like it just a lot of the fields overlap, and engineering is way more intensive a discipline, I think, just in terms of how deep you have to go. So IT was a natural choice for a lot of people. So like, well, IT and development, I should say, like more computer science. But again, this was 20 years ago, so I don't know. Voice was calm, but Junpei had only to look at her in the eye to know it was forced calm. There were tears forming at the corners of her eyes, and she was blinking furiously to keep them back. Perhaps by attempting an objective analysis of who might have killed her brother, she had been able to distance herself from the harsh reality of his death. The more she struggled to act unconcerned, the more Junpei felt his heart tighten.
Oh. I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
I am sweating.
But why would they do it?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Their motive.
He laid his hand gently on her shoulder. He was close, so close to the answer. And Ace, C blocks, right in there. No. When Ace chose the worst possible moment to return. He raised a knowing eyebrow and then spoke.
Have I interrupted something?
Oh, you know you did, you dog. Except it's not exactly what you thought it was, but still.
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
So I can murder the shit out of you? He turned on his heel and walked back toward the wheelhouse. Man,
Go ahead.
we're not getting a lot of investigation done. Also, I think she's dead.
Okay.
Dead meat. Looked over at Clover, gave her a short nod, hoped that she would be willing to talk to him again later, and followed Ace. Guess this just isn't your day, Junpei.
What did you want to talk about?
Sorry. Ace looked at Junpei and smiled, perhaps more of a smirk than a smile.
There was something I wanted to check.
You see, there's this microphone, and
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
with no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop!
Bad touch! Bad touch! He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. The older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought.
Oh, God. You got a pretty mouth. Now smile like a donut. Sorry.
What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted?
I know. Zing!
Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Alright, dudes. Well, you sounded like you're the criminal mastermind all of a sudden.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, then turned on his heel and left. Can we investigate now? It was a small defeat, but it was defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Hey. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. Alright, what do I got? I only got a pocket watch. What about the wheel? The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. Probably looking for evidence to frame you like... What? Nah. Who knows? I mean, the thing about this game is you don't know who's up to what. I mean, there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes, and I don't know if it changes depending on the ending. Maybe it doesn't. So far, I found a submarine and everybody died, and I found Lotus dead and then I died. Ending, and that was it. Like, I found nothing. I didn't find out who Zero was. None of it. So we'll see. We'll see. Ah. Oh, that looks interesting. Looks like this is some sort of lock. Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? Shape. Maybe. Does look like the pocket watch would fit here. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Doing my best Richard Epcar impersonation. Sorry. I don't know if it's working. What is this? Some kind of display? It looks a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. And we're back in the room. What's wooden box? It beats my walking. I didn't really try walking. The wooden box, maybe a case for letters? Hey Clover, you ever write letters? Ellipses. Thanks, Squall. It's up here. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Huh? Ship's log, huh? New material! Hey, more stuff. Yeah, I remember this is very involved. Go to the file. Log. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, and then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. So this coincides with the nautical charts that you got. And this is actually... Oh, I just did a puzzle like this for another game. Oh, there's a room escape game I have. Almost the same exact thing. That's going to be interesting. I mean, important. Let's see. It's the dead. Let's see what else we can do. Can I do anything with the watch itself? Maybe I need to prime it somewhere. I completely forgot where this... Oh, I didn't take a look at the thingy over here. So that's the door we came from. Ah. An engine order telegraph. They used this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship. It sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. Looks as though this was deliberately removed. So we have the compass here, we have the foghorn here. Ah, a human hammer. What? They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace. Really kind of suck at making jokes. That was rather cruel. Sad face. Still have to get the diarrhea face. I gotta find that gif. Oh my god, that made me... I'm still laughing about it. Compass. Sad Ace. Oh. Really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Oh my god, man. The Ace hate is real. It is real. I need to look at this wheel. One of these things probably will pop off. Let's see. There's a metal plate bolted over the window. What about the wheel itself? Let's see if... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Don't you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Oh yeah, but the problem is... Stop! Oh, I forgot to stop. Okay. Got it. Alright. So that's how it works. So we have... Oh, we have the file information, right? I'm gonna have to actually write this down. Need to be set ace to emotes. Set ace. You know, it'd be funny if I actually made that a series of emotes and made them for this channel. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, like that. I don't think I can compress that diarrhea one down though. I'm kind of at a loss here. Another room on the other side of the window. I'm going to struggle here a little now. I don't remember what I did the first time I played this. This was a long-ass time ago. So it's all figuring it out again. Melancholy. Doesn't look like it'll be very useful. Alright, the broken compass, but that's fine. But how do I get the engine off? I need to... Thing won't budge. Feels like there's something keeping it in place. What would be the point of moving it? The ship has stopped. What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know, still. Didn't I just... Wait, what? Didn't I just turn this thing? Oh, that's a different one. Okay. Well, that's not confusing. Wooden board with a circular hole in it. I'm missing something. Yes. Okay. But it was here. Maybe if I entered the directions in that order. Yeah, okay, I'm not that stupid. It's almost certainly one of Zero's puzzles. There must be a clue here somewhere. It will help us solve it. Have you found anything? Perhaps something with points of compass on it. Yes, I have it. It's in the file. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. Or maybe that we need that for something else. Let's look at the ship's log. Southwest. Alright, I gotta write this down. Got my trusty red nose pen here. Wow, I still got like puzzle documents from the other game. Let's do this. So, S, W, S, W. Southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. And W. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and now are heading due north. This is the one where I also don't have the directions to worry about. So, south, west, southwest, northwest, east, north. Across the sea. Leaving port, we're headed south and west. Does that mean southwest? No. See, because then it says we turn southwest. So south, west, southwest. Northwest. East for a time, and now we're heading north. Sumiro Dock, the homeland of this vessel. Let's try it. South. West. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Hey! Bada bing! The handle came off. Heh. Stooping so low, are you Zero? Well, we know where this handle goes. Well, we know that a steering wheel that's missing, we don't need to mess with that thing anymore. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits. Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Oh. What? No, 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 no. Don't do that. I forgot how this works. Hold on. Nothing happening. Alright, hold on. Take a look over there above the door to the chart room. Oh, ooh, Corca Paso. There's something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There's only stuff displayed on the left side. What the hell is this? It's the name of the ports in the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX, carrier XX, flight XX at XX100. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. There's only one line that shows the arrival time. Ah, the time on the bottom, right? 47 seconds and 25 minutes past 7 o'clock. What? Alright, 7:25:47, okay. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Yeah, this is gonna hurt my head. Saturday. I think we need to get a drink. Gonna need to get something to go with this. Alright, now if I do this, if I look at the file, we have the nautical table, right? So we had southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. So that was it. We ended up in London. So full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Let's do it. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, huh? That's weird. Thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. The same thing happened earlier, remember? There's been a change to the arrival board. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Check it out. What's it all about? Bullshit. The display's changed. Now it's showing an estimated time of arrival of 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Time. 10 seconds past 3. Look at that watch. Look at that watch. That is not 10 seconds past 3. How do I change the time on this thing? Ande de madre. Now I'm supposed to put the pocket watch in here, but changing it. Mechanical pocket watch with a spring. Doesn't appear to be working. The hands have stopped at 5 minutes 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. Turning the knob does nothing. Yeah, it's probably broken. Looks as though you could move the hands, however. Move the hands. The frickin' hands. Right? I mean, we're almost there. What'd you say? Yes, yes. Only the left half of it's on, though. The last line, it says, final destination is 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Wonder why they have seconds in there. Seems a little too specific. There's gotta be a reason for that. No! Excuse me, Junpei. Alright, so I had to do that. Okay. That sucks. We figured it out before he did. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. Should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back. Whatever. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival chime. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Oh, stop. Here, go here. Some sort of square device that... Ding! Here we go. Good work. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! Oh, tell me she disappeared. Oh, she didn't! Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Let's go then. I believe it's going to say that I found it. Clover's not dead. That's good. Died in one of them. Everybody died.
A hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
They found themselves in a small space outside the wheelhouse. On their left was a wooden door.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond. Yo, Claybird! Floor is wet, which means stay the fuck off the floor. Oh, no, another room. It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
Telegraph. One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long
Oh,
time
not
ago.
Morse code again. Oh, I don't have uptime. I've been on for 1 hour and 11 minutes. So you didn't miss... Well, okay, you missed a bunch, but that's okay. More of the floor is wet, meaning, oh god, don't turn on the black light. Jeez. No. He turned and slowly took in the
This
room.
must be the communication office.
Across the room from the door they entered through was
And
another
that
door. Metal plaque was nailed to it. It read...
Captain's quarters.
Yes.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Ooh. Perhaps? Perhaps no. Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
If you open it, we're gonna get our asses shot. She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. Room service! It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw was a man on the floor, covered in blood. What the hell? Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl, and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
How many times are we gonna see death in this? This is the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control. Whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
Sorry, sirs, we have no lemon pledge. Where's that from? A sense of helplessness, desperation washed over him. Left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Nah, dude. Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. When he touched his hand to his neck,
No pulse.
the pulse. Oh, he's got one of the deads. His pupils had dilated and he wasn't breathing.
Well,
He did.
dead.
He did.
Damn.
Ooh,
If
the
only I
captain.
knew how it happened.
Sorry. Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep, wet wound on his chest.
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Dude, look at his wrist. Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been
Oh.
this.
I guess somebody had to axe him something. Sorry. But lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. Lake of blood stretched out around it. He was wearing the clothes of a ship captain, although they were stained with blood.
His clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
Man, how stupid are you? His left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was... Oh, shit! Guess I'm wrong.
Bracelet 0.
Oh, now they can get through with just 2 people. Because the 0 won't add to the digital route. Now they just have to saw it off that dude's hand. Ooh. Bracelet 0. It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He couldn't help but laugh. Nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it a joke.
Junpei.
Junpei's losing his shit.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, puzzle straight into another puzzle. You notice that it's not showing Junpei's eyes anymore? Captain's quarters. I should probably save. And this is where we filmed the porn. Camcorder. Looks like it's pointed at the door. Sorry, long day. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Maybe we need to play it back here. The little rectangular hole. I think it's a keyhole of some sort. Right key, we should be able to unlock it. Plaque on the door, but it doesn't say anything. There's blood on this chair. Do you think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. A film. We got a music box. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins on the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are the pins. Looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it... Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? Isa Mantola. Oh. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. Small table. Okay, nothing else. A bed. Are you gonna make a joke too? Good. There's nothing in it. For once, no innuendo. What about the posts? Wall, the window. To the window, to the wall. Oh, right. Oh, God, I hated this puzzle. I hated this puzzle. Oh, I'm not going to remember it. It's been like 7 years, so... They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. What's the deal with this? Is this some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0 and end with an 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this has something to do with the number bases. Number bases. Math time. If I go here, I will have... 10 is base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. That A, right. 11 is B, 12 is C, 13. So on. This chart shows the rules for each numerical. So this is base 10. Oh, God. I have no idea. This is taking me back to like way back. I have no idea. Anyway. Screen showing what's happening at the central staircase on B deck. Small room somewhere that I don't recognize. Really fancy. Just some random hallway. Screen shows a big hospital room. One shows the central staircase on C deck. Don't recognize the room in this one. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. You know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? 9. Hello, Thomas Legendbot. Interesting name. Welcome. Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Well, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? 0.
Huh.
Oh. Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out
Z-E-R-O, huh?
Zero.
It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
Nothing. It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right.
You're insisting on it.
Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work, which makes me wonder. I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us.
Possibly.
Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!"
Except he must be part of the game.
Anyone with a
That's
brain
confusing.
would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be.
Jigsaw.
Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers, this isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me.
Possible plot point. Junpei bent down next to the corpse.
Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
Junpei sat back on his haunches and thought.
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
Yeah, help me move the dead body that will in no way remind you of your recently deceased brother.
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets?
Dude, ask Ace. Where's Ace? No commentary from him on this.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it.
Junpei had no choice but to move the body on his own.
Here we go.
Oh, he's stepping in some captain. He grabbed hold of an area not completely covered in blood and shot, whatever. It took a moment, but eventually Junpei felt the man's bulk begin to shift. Just as it did,
Huh?
something fell from the man's left wrist.
Hey, it's the
bracelet with a 0 on the face. Remember the rules. The rules are: bracelet comes off if you try and leave the ship. Oh wait, no. Or your if it leaves the ship, the confines of the ship, or if it no, that's, or if you're dead.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, more hotly, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or detects that the wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Oh god.
Junpei stared at the bracelet.
This man, he's dead, isn't he?
What was your first clue?
Huh?
No, it's just I guess I didn't really think about it until right now.
Thank you.
If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
He did.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost...
Dude, you're
look like he was
talking
still alive.
about her brother.
I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kind of has it better, you know?
Why is this guy the protagonist?
Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And...
Dumbest protagonist ever. Suddenly, Junpei realized what he was saying. How could he have been so cruel? He clapped his hands over his mouth. You just broke her, dude! But it was already too late. He turned to look at Clover. She was glaring at him furiously.
What did you just say?
Words sounded cold. He knew an apology could hardly atone for what he'd done. He tried anyway.
Oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
Dumb motherfucker.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
What?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details.
Clover took a quick, deep breath.
Are you sure it was his left arm?
Junpei thought back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
She shoved her face closer to his. He could see the fire in her eyes. Junpei winced and swallowed.
Yeah, he did.
Don't hurt me, miss.
It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm.
No sooner were the words out of his mouth than Clover's expression changed.
Clover? What's wrong?
Clover, did you just orgasm?
Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Suddenly, she was crying. Junpei wasn't sure what to do.
Thank you.
It was close to the last thing he had expected to hear.
Huh? What are you...
Junpei had no idea what had just happened. He didn't think he'd done anything worthy of thanks, and he couldn't understand why she would have chosen that moment to begin crying. So he simply stood there, confused.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
He thanked him again, and then something even stranger happened. Junpei finally got some action. Clover threw herself into Junpei's surprised arms.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy!
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his! It isn't my brother!
Huh?
What?
It's not Snake!
They bang? No. Oh, I don't know. I haven't explored all endings, so maybe there's a they bang ending. Maybe there's a three-way ending with him, Clover, and June. Or a four-way with Lotus. Wow. It's not Snake. Snake?
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is...
She stopped herself.
I'm sorry.
Her left arm is what? A toaster? Fish? What?
I really shouldn't be talking about this.
The man is dead, or whatever. Clarify. What the hell? Junpei decided it would be prudent not to press her for any more information. Junpei, is established, is an idiot. She did not wish to tell him. She certainly had a reason for doing so. Perhaps more importantly, however, if Clover was so certain, then she was likely right. That meant that the body in the shower room wasn't Snake. It wasn't much, but then knowledge lifted some of the weight from Junpei's heart. Yeah, it's just some other random dead guy. Ah! Lift those spirits, Junpei.
But...
Damn.
he's still alive. I'm so happy.
But that probably means he's zero, lady. Oh my god. Tears shone in her eyes. Those tears melted Junpei's heart. As she cried, she had pushed herself up against his chest like a child. Junpei put his arms around her and held her tight.
I'm so glad.
Huh?
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Right. This has been a public service announcement from Clover. Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
It was a laminated bookmark with a 4-leaf clover. Ah, that gave it to her. Ooh, I think I might get a good ending here.
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry and miserable.
Was looking over a 4-leaf clover.
But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, baby. I know it. Sorry. Junpei hadn't thought his words would have had such an effect on her. Her words were making him feel a little awkward. And a little hot down in the nether region.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
He looked up at him. He scratched his nose and pretended to notice something interesting somewhere else in the room.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
That's weird. Because of what you said to me, I didn't kill myself. Well, yeah, I mean, that is big. That is my awkward response. Junpei, can you, Junpei? Oh god, can you please not touch me with that thing? Then suddenly, Clover broke away from Junpei.
Huh?
What? He looked confused. He hadn't thought she'd react that poorly. He's got that anti-female musk, whatever it is. Clover began to pace across the room. The audio is actually moving back and forth between left and right, which is funny. 6 steps to the left, 6 steps to the right. Another 6 to the left. Fight, fight, fight. Don't read. Hey, Hapan. Go to Gadget Bitch. Google Gadget Bitch Repellent. All because of your big throbbing heart. Nice. 6.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Her eyes were serious, but not angry.
Yeah, he did. Did I say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news, I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
What?
Subjects.
Ah, here we
People who
go.
were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me. But he's blind. And I was part of the Nevada test group.
Yo, what the hell are you talking about?
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out.
Okay, here's the big reveal. She's done this before, apparently. Junpei held up his hands. He took a deep breath and let it out.
Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4. And if you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Smoking that clover. Some good clover. Clover nodded.
All right, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Oh, here we go.
Morphogenetic fields.
Yes. Learned about it on this boat. He did, and the realization sent chills down Junpei's spine.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Junpei recounted what Lotus had told him earlier. Clover nodded.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Oh, that's right. Junpei grabbed the sides of his head.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
Clover bit her lip. She blinked back, sudden tears. What had happened to her in Nevada?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
I'll break it down after, so you guys can understand if
You know how
anybody has any
sometimes
questions,
when
but...
you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
Junpei felt the sudden grip of despair on his heart. Something deep and distant and powerful squeezed, and for a moment he felt very, very empty and alone.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, don't do that! Oh no! The sound of the door opening was like a gunshot. Junpei spun around. Damn it, Ace!
My apologies, I seem to have disturbed you.
Twice now, motherfucker.
Ace.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
Ace glanced down at the floor. The corpse covered in blood.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance.
Oh.
Come on, it'll only take a moment.
Dude, breakthrough! She was about to tell me. With that, he turned and walked back toward the communications office. Clover waited until he was out of sight, then spoke in a small, quiet voice.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Fuck.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Clover ignored him. From outside, Junpei could hear Ace calling.
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
Grumbling to himself, Junpei stomped off toward the communications office. Alright, we're back here. And guys, I am going to have to stop here because I'm getting very tired. Looks like we made a bunch of progress here. I will probably continue this tomorrow night and finish it. At least this ending. But yeah, it is super hot. Fuck you, Ace. I wish you die. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't want to push and get stuck in another long, like, exchange. So I'm going to stop it here. Let's save. D for saving. See if somebody's doing something interesting, because it's Saturday night. You know someone's doing something interesting. And let's see who we can get here. Alright. Increase aircon power. Oh, is it really loud? Sorry. It's actually getting cool now, thank God. But I'm going to find someone to host here. And if... Oh, it looks like we might have enough people to even do a humble raid. But let's see. Let us see who's playing the game. A game, any game. We have the Midnight Miscreants out, or if it's somebody else. Let's see. I am a member of the Midnight Miscreants. Play some pretty cool stuff. Wow. Holy crap, there's a lot of people on. Okay, none of the usual crew is on, which I find very interesting. Alright, so we are going to spread some love, and we're going to give Whiplash a host. He is playing The Forest, which I've honestly never actually seen. I hear it's really good. So, very cool streamer, very funny. I think you'll appreciate him. So, Whip. Lash with 2 H's. Let's actually do the raid. Let's do the raid. Raid. Alright, see you guys over there.
I need candles.
If I actually did this right.
Enough of this.
Raid.
Now.